Hello, hello. We are making a video about how to make sliders and add them to the menu and add pages that correspond to that menu. So we're going to go ahead and just do a little example slider right now, and then we'll go through the process of how to do it. Let's see. So first of all, we're going to go to Revolution Slider here in the WordPress dashboard. We're logged in already, so we'll be here in the Revolution Slider. And we will click that and wait for it. So here we've got all of our sliders, 1 million of them. And we have an example slider here that we've kind of have just in order that we can duplicate it. There's some settings that we set up. So we're just pretty much going to leave that there and just use it for any slider that we want to create. We're going to go to the duplicate function here and click duplicate, and it'll reload the page with a new slider. So here's our slider 26. So this is the one that we're going to actually use to make the new slider. So we're going to go here, we're going to click that guy, and we're going to set up the settings. Our normal settings are 960 pixels by 450, so we need to update that. Here's the delay of the slider. We're going to leave that kind of the way it is, but we can change it if we need to, if there's special circumstances. Here's our slider name. This only shows up on the back end in the Revolution Slider area. So we're just going to call it new slider. And then this is the slider alias, the shortcode will reference. So we're going to call this new dash slider. There not allowed to be any spaces in this, so that's why we use a little hyphen dash thing there. We're going to leave this at gallery, and then we're going to change this to fixed for now. At some point we need to do auto responsive, but that's sort of a different project altogether. So now that we've got all these set up, we're going to save the settings. Okay, so this slider is good to go. It's ready to put in the page, but it has no slides. So we're going to go click here to edit slides. And then we go to our slides list. And we have a whole bunch. We need to add some slides to this. So we're going to use some example slides. I'm going to search here for images. Find images. I'm going to go to, scratch that. I'm going to go to Google Drive. Images. So we're just going to upload two images, and they're going to be random ones that I just chose at random. These are just example images. And we're going to upload those, and they're taking kind of a second, so we're going to go ahead and pause it. Hello, we are back, and the images are fully uploaded. So here we have a picture of a piano, which is completely irrelevant, and a beautiful Gulf landscape of Paris or something. So we're going to insert those into our slider. It says 2 slides created, and it's going to actually put them in. These are the images that are going to show up in our slider. So we're going to go ahead. Those are already saved. We don't have to do any saving. So now we actually need to create a page to put those on. So we're going to go here. I'm actually going to open this in a new window so we can keep this slider going. So we can go back here and make easy edits. So here we are in our pages section. We're in the all pages. And this is where we have all of the sliders that we've created already, all the pages rather for the sliders that we've created already. We want to go here to add new. So we're going to click add new and wait for it to load. We're going to enter the title of the page. It's going to be called the new slider page. Obviously you want to call it something a little more relevant. And then if this has a parent, say we're putting it in the citing section, then we would choose the parent for this just to keep everything organized. For these sliders, we want to use the full width page. We don't want to show a sidebar because that looks like a blog and it looks weird. So we're going to use full width page. And then we need to go get the actual shortcode of the slider itself. So we're going to go back to our Revolution slider page. We're on the edit slides page right now. We need to go here to the slider settings area and then get the slider shortcode. Here's the slider shortcode right here. So we're actually just going to copy it. Okay, so copy. Right, and then we're going to go back to our new page and we're going to paste that right in. Alright, so this says, hey, I'm a slider, get my slider, and put a slider right here, and so WordPress sees that and says, oh, slider, sweet, let's put it in. So now we're going to go here, we're going to view the page, make sure everything worked. We always want to test, and voila, we have our 2 images. We have one image of whatever city that is, and then one image of piano. Fantastic. So this is working great. This is working just like we wanted it to. So the only thing we need to do now is add it to our menu so that other people can see it, right? It's a page and it exists, but no one knows how to get to it. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the dashboard. We want to go here to Appearance, and then Menus, and I'm actually going to open this in a new tab as well, because I don't want to lose these settings, right? I want to kind of keep my place. So it's going to use a new tab. We're going to go to View All so that we make sure we can know which one. We're going to look for the new slider page, which is right here. We put it under Siding, so it's just a child of that. And we're going to click Add to Menu. So it's going to every time you click Add to Menu, all the menu items go straight to the bottom, which is kind of rough sometimes if you have a lot of menu items. But that's where you look for them. You go, hey, I can't find this. You'll find it right there. Unfortunately, we don't have a sliding setting in our menu, so we're actually going to put it under Painting, because this is just an example. So here we go. We have Painting, New Slider Page, right? So you can see the hierarchy pretty clearly. And then we're going to click Save Menu. All right, we always want to click this Save Menu section, because if you don't, then you'll lose all your changes. So here's our, I think we have two versions of the home page open. So we're going to use this one, and we're going to refresh it. And we're going to look for that little menu item in our Painting section. And lo and behold, here's a new slider page. So we're going to click it, and bam, there's our new slider. So that's how we create sliders, that's how we create pages for them and create menus. I would recommend I'm going to go back here. If you want to edit this page at any time, you just have to be on it and just click right here to edit page. So what we can do now is we want to add a title for this page, right? This is kind of jank, but this is how you should do it for now. Here's a title. Here's an SEO title for this page. All right. This just basically says, hey, I'm a big title. This is what I do. This is what this page is about. And then we're going to click Update here. And we're going to go back to our new slider page. And we'll see when we do that here's a title for this page. So, we could call it something like, awesome pictures of Paris and a piano, or something. Or whatever this pertains to. In something like this section, you would do something like Job Site Wellington Court, or Job Site Zafir, or whatever. If you don't want that, if you just want to keep that, you can just remove it from this section. You don't need it. But be sure to put the tags around it so that it shows up all nice and sweet. Okay, cool. So I've removed that. There's another page here that has a nice kind of testimonial. So we're going to look what they did to add that, and just kind of copy the code. Basically, they just used a plain old block quote tag, and then they didn't close the block quote tag. Awesome. So we'll close that. And then we're just going to copy this so that we have the code. And we're going to put it in here. So all we really need is block quote, and then the end block quote, and then whatever pages, whatever text that you want in here. So this is the text from the other page, but we can put in whatever text that actually applies here. And when we made this change, we hit Update. Now that we have, we'll click here again to New Slider, and it's kind of smashed up against this section. So we want to put in a little line break, maybe 2 line breaks. This is called a line break, and it just says, hey, put a space in here. So we're going to go back to our new slider page, and it doesn't work. That's annoying. Alright, well, I'll have to figure out how to do that. But that's how you add a block quote anyway. Okay, I think this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to end it, and I will make another video about how to add line breaks. Okay, bye.